This is a review of set 30654, the X-Wing Starfighter, with 87 pieces and is ages 6 up. This set was made in honor of the 40-year anniversary of Return of the Jedi. I definitely have some mixed feelings about the set. On one hand, it's a pretty good set, and on the other hand, we did not even get a minifigure promo, which is a little bit disappointing. But I'm going to be rating this set out of 5 stars. 5 being the best, and 1 being the worst. Start with the review here. This set obviously is a little bit flimsy when you pick it up. This obviously moves around the actual snout of it, I guess, and the wings that the technique put onto it is not the greatest. It does break off, especially these lightsaber handles as well as these antenna pieces at the end, but it is really cool that they can bend, because I get that is a really hard technique to do opposite angles, but it looks pretty cool in attack position, and you can move them completely back, and then see what I'm talking about. It's definitely going to subtract from my overall view, but like I said, they can bend completely. I'll try to do it a little bit more soft, but they can bend completely up and down, which is a pretty cool feature, and they do have some pretty cool techniques with the ingot piece there, and as well as the ingot piece over there, which looks pretty nice. But overall, it does have a clean and pretty accurate look for a polybag for $5. Definitely would recommend it, just like the TIE Interceptor polybag. And now let's take a look at the polybag a little more. Like I discussed before, on the bottom right corner you can see 40 years of Return of the Jedi logo right there, which looks pretty good, as well as the Darth Vader in the bottom left corner. And besides that, the outside box art looks pretty good. We're never actually informed if it's Luke's X-Wing or just a different X-Wing, but it's most likely Luke's. We can see the Death Star 2 a little bit in the background, which looks pretty cool for a polybag. Not a lot of detail or anything cool. Nothing pops out of the ordinary, but is pretty good and meets at least my standards for a polybag. Set obviously is pretty accurate and is honestly a steal for $5. You probably couldn't pick it up for $5 today, but it was really cool if you can pick it up for $5 back then. But obviously it was a $50 purchase if you wanted to get in Lego store, but anywhere else it would be a $5 purchase, which is kind of weird, but Lego was continuing to do that this year with the TIE Interceptor polybag. But this set is pretty good, not too good and not too bad. But the wing area, if that was just a little stronger build, then it would definitely rate it high. But I'm gonna rate it a 4.5 stars out of 5 stars. I think it's pretty good for a set with no minifigures, and also it's pretty cool for display. I'm gonna show you how I actually display the set. I don't get to show you this on the side of my shelf, so I want to just take the time to admire all the work I put in it to add all this beautiful mock stuff. But as we see, I display it sort of upside down, I guess. If I flip my camera, I'm not going to flip my camera, but if I did it, then it would, I guess, be front ways. I don't really know. It's in space, so it doesn't really matter. But I think it's a really cool display, display-wise. But this obviously is a kind of weird technique, and it would probably fall, but the way I use it, it hasn't fallen yet. But I don't really think this would be a good way to display it. Overall display ability is another reason why it gets a 4.5 out of 5 stars. For a casual fan's perspective, this is a pretty good set. Hope you all enjoyed that review. See you on the next one.